The Big Bad Wolf, The Wolf's Revenge, is Busch Gardens Williamsburg's new for 2025 roller coaster. It is a Bolliger and Mabillard family inverted coaster, only the second Bolliger and Mabillard family invert in North America. The first B&M Family Invert in North America debuted in 2024 as Phoenix Rising at Sister Park, Busch Gardens, Tampa. Big Bad Wolf, The Wolf's Revenge pays homage to the legendary Big Bad Wolf, which operated at the park from 1984 to 2009 and was a fan favorite during that time. Verbolten replaced the attraction in 2012 and even uses the ride's original putters for the last drop over the Rhine River. While it added Big Bad Wolf Easter eggs in Verbolten's show building, Busch Gardens Williamsburg finally made the choice to bring back the wolf in a much more fitting way for the park's 50th anniversary season. Does the Big Bad Wolf, The Wolf's Revenge live up to the legendary Big Bad Wolf? Find out in this video, which is our full-length, in-depth review of the attraction, and our comments about what you can expect when you go to Busch Gardens Williamsburg to ride this coaster. Now, let's get into the review. The Big Bad Wolf, The Wolf's Revenge pays homage to the legendary Big Bad Wolf, an aerodynamic suspended coaster that operated in the plot of land where Verbolten currently operates. The defining characteristics of the original Big Bad Wolf were its Bavarian village and final drop over the Rhine River. For the longest time, the original Big Bad Wolf was a crowd pleaser and one of Busch Gardens Williamsburg's headlining attractions. It truly was a great ride. After the 2009 operating season, the park chose to close the ride. In 2012, park debuted Verbolten, a zero LSM launch coaster, which included subtle Easter eggs referencing the Big Bad Wolf. In 2024, the park updated the Loch Ness Monster's queue and included more Easter eggs referencing the Big Bad Wolf. And for the 2025 season, the park's 50th anniversary, Busch Gardens Williamsburg announced that the Big Bad Wolf would return and operate in the plot of land behind Verbolten and Das Festhaus. This plot of land was home to Drachenfire, an aerodynamics custom looper that operated at the park from 1992 to 1998. The Big Bad Wolf, The Wolf's Revenge, is the first ride attraction to fill this plot of land since Drachenfire's removal. The fastest way to get to the Big Bad Wolf, The Wolf's Revenge from the park's front entrance is to continue straight towards the Loch Ness Monster's entry plaza. You go down the stairs over the Rhine River and up into the Germany and Oktoberfest sections of the park, past Dark Coaster and towards Das Festhaus. You then take a left towards Festhaus Park, and as you approach the pathway leading to the Black Forest Pavilion, you will see a nice sign displaying the ride name and logo for The Wolf's Revenge. As you continue along that path, you also see a bell with a plaque which notes the Wolf's return to the Oktoberfest section. As you make your way along the pathway towards the ride, you will see some light theming and the top of the Wolf's Revenge's bright red track rising above the tree line. Once you reach the end of the pathway, you enter a nice plaza which offers some nice visuals of another bell, the ride's lift hill, and the entrance to the ride's queue. This front entrance looks good as it displays the ride's name and logo. Once in the queue, you will see some light theming, including some story panels depicting various scenes of Oktoberfest festivities, the Bavarian village, and the wolf itself. As you make your way to the ride platform, you will see some more theming, including some barrels, chandeliers, and a large bell, as well as one of the Big Bad Wolf, The Wolf's Revenge's two 10-row, 20-passenger trains. These trains are Bolliger and Mabillard's newer family invert trains, which have over-the-shoulder lap bar restraints. And unlike its counterpart, Phoenix Rising, the Big Bad Wolf, The Wolf's Revenge has a wolf-themed lead car. This lead car looks great, especially with the light-up eyes when the train dispatches. Once you have boarded your train, secured your lap bar restraint, and cleared dispatch, you proceed forward into a right-hand turnaround towards the lift hill to begin your ride. As you begin your ride, you will hear suspenseful music and, depending on the dispatch, a loud chiming of a bell signaling that the wolf is coming. This is a really nice touch. At the top of the lift hill, you go down Big Bad Wolf's first drop, which takes a rightward turn before climbing up into a right to left airtime hill. As you come off that hill, you take a right-hand bank turn, which dives slightly towards the ground before climbing up another right to left hill. This second hill, however, is more banked than the first one. You also get some weak floater airtime as you climb this hill if you are sitting towards the front of the train. As you come off that hill, you take a slight left-hand bank turn before whipping into a right-hand bank turn, which flies over another section of the ride's track. You then take a left-hand banked turnaround through the Bavarian village. This turnaround offers some nice views of theming and even pulls some decent positive G-forces. You go under a piece of the ride's track before entering a rightward bank turn, which goes right into the Big Bad Wolf's second lift hill, which is a nice nod to the original Big Bad Wolf's layout, which had 2 lift hills. At the top of the second lift hill, you go down a straight drop, which gives a nice pop of floater airtime for those sitting towards the back of the train. At the bottom of that drop, you bank towards the left and up into another banked airtime hill. And like the first 2 banked airtime hills, this element gives a weak pop of floater airtime for those sitting towards the front of the train. As you come off that hill, you take a right-hand banked turn, followed by a left-hand banked turnaround over a beer garden. As you exit that turnaround, you take a right-hand banked turn into the final brake run to complete your ride. The Big Bad Wolf, The Wolf's Revenge, does a great job playing on the nostalgia factor that comes with the original Big Bad Wolf. The original was a great ride and one of the best aero-suspended coasters out there. The unique setting through the Black Forest in the Oktoberfest section of the park and over the Rhine River made the original such an iconic ride. While The Wolf's Revenge does not offer nearly the same thrilling ride experience as the original, it does do a lot well. The Wolf's Revenge breathes a new energy into that section of the park behind Das Festhaus. It is awesome to finally see another ride in that section of the park. The bright red track, atmospheric music, and Bavarian theming are nice to see. And the park did a great job with the entry plaza. As for the ride itself, the theming and trains capture the original's spirit with some modern day updates. The onboard audio is a nice touch and enhances the overall ride experience, especially on the second lift hill as you actually hear the wolves growl before flying over the beer garden. It is great to see that the park brought back the Bavarian village as well, as that aspect was one of the original's highlights. It is a smaller version though. Aside from the theming, the ride experience is good for what it is. The Big Bad Wolf, The Wolf's Revenge is a family coaster and offers a nice step up for younger guests just beginning to ride roller coasters. Just like Phoenix Rising at Busch Gardens Tampa, The Wolf's Revenge gives Busch Gardens Williamsburg that thrilling coaster between Grover's Alpine Express and Dark Coaster or Invader. The ride experience is not overly intense, though some of the turns offer good positive G-forces. The banked airtime hills give slight floater airtime for those sitting towards the front of the train, and the drops give airtime for those sitting towards the back of the train. And despite its smaller stature compared to the original, The Wolf's Revenge has a great mix of forces, and the Big Bad Wolf, The Wolf's Revenge is quite smooth, especially compared to Bolliger and Mabillard's other family coasters, Phoenix Rising and Penguin Trek at SeaWorld Orlando. As a family coaster, the Big Bad Wolf, The Wolf's Revenge is a good one. While a ride during the day will not blow anyone away with its G-forces or theming, The Wolf's Revenge's nighttime ride is special and offers perhaps the best and most fitting ride experience. A front row night ride on The Wolf's Revenge is awesome, especially if the ride operator chimes the bell on dispatch. Since you are technically the wolf, the bell's chime alerts the villagers that the wolf has been spotted and is on the prowl under the cover of nightfall. And there is hardly any light during the ride layout. All you have is the lead car's glowing eyes guiding you through the woods, which is quite cool. So if you are at the park on a day with a 10 p.m. close or an after dark event, definitely get a night ride on The Wolf's Revenge. One final note, because it is a new ride and has a lower height requirement, the Big Bad Wolf, The Wolf's Revenge may have one of the longer lines in the park. So either hit this ride earlier in the day or right before park close when the lines will not be as long. That said, the second train definitely helps with capacity and keeps the line moving fairly quickly throughout the day. While it is not the high thrill attraction that some wanted in the former Drachenfire plot of land behind Das Festhaus, the Big Bad Wolf, The Wolf's Revenge fills a gap in Busch Gardens Williamsburg's coaster lineup and is exactly what the park needed. Its smooth ride experience and good theming will make it a crowd pleaser, especially among families with younger children. For our final score, we give the Big Bad Wolf, The Wolf's Revenge a 7 out of 10. Its overall ride experience is good for a Bolliger and Mabillard family coaster. While The Wolf's Revenge does not pack the same punch as the original, it is nice to see a restored energy in that part of the park. So, let us know in the comments below if you have ridden the Big Bad Wolf, The Wolf's Revenge at Busch Gardens Williamsburg, and if so, what you think about it. And if you enjoyed this video or are new to the channel, please like and subscribe for more coaster content like this. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more coaster reviews and amusement park content coming soon to Coaster Adventures, and we hope to see you in the next one.